Hi, on this video, I'm going to talk about tracking and keeping gauges. And this is something that your sponsor may well have told you to do, and you've gone, oh, that's so boring. I'm not going to do it. What's the reason? What's the purpose? Why would I take the time to do that? Well, hopefully on this video, you will find out why. And sometimes it's so much easier, isn't it, to hear it from somebody else that is not your sponsor or your upline. So hi, I'm Lucy. I help female business builders to expand their team and grow their online skills. Tracking is something I've done a lot of, and in lots of different ways. I was very much a pen and paper girl. I love to write things down. I like to see it, be able to pick it up and look at it. But more recently, I've got onto a system that is online, and you may well have heard it. It's called Trello.com, and it's a really simple way to keep track of who's coming into your circle and where they are along the process. So it's a great way of not losing somebody's name and number, being able to track what you've said and what the response was and how far along they are along your process. You know, have they got stuck somewhere in your pipeline? Do you need to re-engage with them, follow them up? So that really, really is key. And it's a bit like having your own personal PA, to be quite honest, because it also pings through and lets you know that you're supposed to be talking to that person today. So do check out that resource. The reason why to have a tracker and to keep gauges is because of the reasons that if you don't, right? So if you don't, which is possibly where you're at the moment, you don't have a tracker, or you do have a tracker, but you don't use it. How can you look back and see exactly what activity you did last week, the week before, last month, this time last year? You can't, because you're not tracking it. You can't see what's working, what you're doing, what isn't working that you're doing. But when you have that tracker, it is so clear. And I recently have had a new tracker for my activities. So I've got the Trello for people coming into my circle, and I've also got another tracker, also online on Google Docs, that is helping me to track my activities, what I'm doing, how many people I'm reaching out to, how many people are coming back to me, what posts I'm putting up, am I doing lives, what, all of these things. And I am able to track and see. And yes, it takes a bit of extra time, but it's absolutely worth it, because I can look back and see the growth from, I probably started doing this about a year ago, maybe a little bit less, this tracker. Yeah, probably a bit less, maybe 10 months ago. And I can look back to when I started and how it went up, and then it kind of fell back down again, and then it went up as I focused on it more. And I can literally see the reasons why some numbers fell back and some numbers increased. But with that, I get real clarity for my business, and I can evaluate it and see what's working for me and put more action into that area, so that I'm doing the things that are going to give me the biggest reward for my efforts. So if it's not a monetary effort, it is a time effort. We're going to do one of those things. We're either putting money into our business or we're putting time into our business, right? And so we want to see which one of those is working and where it's working, and then do more of that and get rid of the stuff that's not. If you are tracking, you can see that. If you've got a tracking sheet from your upline, I promise you, if you use it consistently, you will really notice and see why things are happening. And you'll also see why things aren't happening, but give it the time as well. So I would say the best thing about it is that it's exciting when the results are coming through, because of the consistency that I've made. And I have, as I say, been using this for about 10 months, and I can totally see the difference. Yes, there are ups and downs. It hasn't just been up. But when I look back and go, I know why that week was less than the one before because I was putting more focus in this area, and that learning process took a long time. So I didn't have so much time to do these things. And then maybe a couple of weeks later, it's gone back up again because of that learning I've done. So like I say, I'm really crystal clear on what I've done. So hopefully this will give you some inspiration to start tracking your business and keeping gauges of what is working and what's not. Do give this a thumbs up if that helps you, and click on that subscribe button. And I really thank you for following along. That's brilliant. It really does make a big difference. And there are more videos you can check out either side of this video. And I will see you again soon. Have an absolutely awesome day.